The LEGO Star Wars UCS Jabba sail barge is an overpriced disappointment. Let's talk about it. Hello everybody, the Brickologist here with another breaking LEGO Star Wars news video. And today we have a video I frankly did not want to make because I'm a little bit gloom on this set. It's currently raining outside, not in a great mood because of course it is a Monday going full Garfield here, but the LEGO Star Wars Jabba sail barge leaked a day early. My sources told me it was going to be revealed officially tomorrow, but of course LEGO sucks at keeping these sorts of things under wraps, so we have images of it a day early. All of these are from Faithful Lego on Instagram, by the way. Go check out their profile if you so choose. So this is set number 75397, the UCS Ultimate Collector Series Jabba's Sail Barge. It will retail for $499.99, so $500 here in the US, and contains 3,942 pieces. And here is the front look at the box. It has the 25 years of LEGO Star Wars branding, as we all expected. Not really sure why we got two UCS sets this year from Return of the Jedi, when last year was a big push for Return of the Jedi sets because it was the 40th anniversary. Just some weird timing on LEGO's part there. Now, this is a vehicle that is long overdue for the UCS treatment. We are almost a quarter century in with LEGO UCS Star Wars sets, and I cannot believe it took until now to get the sail barge in this format. We've had 3 X-Wings, multiple Millennium Falcons, pretty much every other vehicle from the original trilogy, but no sail barge, and I'm glad they finally made it. And there are some very positive things about this set, but I also think this set is pretty underwhelming in a number of categories and has an abhorrent price. One of the worst prices I think I've ever seen for a LEGO Star Wars UCS set. I honestly am kind of in shock at how bad the value is here. But let's talk about the set itself, and I'll save my price rant towards the end of this video. Looking at the front of the box here, we still have this boring 18+ box style. I miss when LEGO actually had real box art. I really hope they change this soon, but it seems like something they are fully committed to, which I find a bit disappointing. The back of the box, again, just really boring. There are some images from the movie, some small images of the vehicle. We also have dimensions. It's small, but I think it says it's 30.5 inches long. I could be wrong. Once the official reveal happens, I'm sure we'll get more information on the size of this vehicle, and keep the size of the vehicle in mind throughout this video. Now, let's actually look at the real images of the set. First impressions of this design. It does look very well put together. The shaping is nice, especially towards the front. The top looks very clean. The sails are well proportioned. All of that looks good. Now, I don't think the design techniques here feel UCS levels of detail to me. Maybe the front with some really effective shaping, but when I compare this to other Ultimate Collector Series sets, say the Razor Crest, it just doesn't quite feel up to snuff. It doesn't have the crazy techniques and shaping those sets have. I'm just not that impressed with the design of this set. I think it looks very handsomely made. If this were a play scale set, I would be singing praises of it. But as a UCS set, you expect a certain level of detail, and I'm not really sure this one has fully delivered on it. Maybe in person it will seem more impressive, and obviously it is a lot bigger than your average LEGO Star Wars set, but I'm just not quite convinced it has that much detail. And then there is the matter of the minifigures. You get a couple of different stands for the figures here. One for Jabba with an anniversary brick, and of course the plaque, which are now printed. And then you have the other figures on their own kind of random stand off to the side. And the minifigures of this set, I think, are pretty underwhelming. I am not really impressed with any of them, if I'm being real with you all. First off, you get R2-D2 with the tray. That's fun. I do like the newer glass pieces there. You also get C-3PO, nothing interesting there. Max Rebo, I don't think it's the exact same mold as it was in 2013. It might be. It looks very, very similar. That was a perfect minifigure all the way back in 2013. It's a perfect looking figure now. No reason to change that. I have that old set, so I'm not like clamoring to get a Max Rebo figure, but it does look great, and if you missed out on him then, this is a great way to get him now. Same goes for Salacious B. Crumb, who is a different mold. However, he's got the weird, like, no pupil look and just looks kind of horrifying to me. I think the older version looked a lot better. The pirate figures, besides their lack of leg printing, which feels like a Marvel problem, something we don't normally see with Star Wars, they all look pretty good, especially the one with kind of the dark brown headdress piece. That looks fantastic. I actually really like that. It's a brand new mold, I'm pretty sure. So that is really solid. The Gamorrean Guard is good. Nothing really to write home about there. We also get Bib Fortuna, who is reusing the fat tentacle piece from his appearance in the after credits scene of The Mandalorian Season 2, which is inaccurate. This Bib Fortuna should be skinnier. I mean, he was never in the best shape, and obviously he has giant tentacles coming out of his head, but they should have used the older mold or something more similar to it. That is just incredibly lazy for a set that costs $500. And then the figure I think most people will be talking about besides Jabba the Hutt is what LEGO is calling Hutt Slayer Leia. They're no longer using the word slave Leia, which I think is ridiculous, but that's an issue for another day. And this figure is so much worse than the last version. I do think the hairpiece looks great. No hate from me for the hairpiece. Torso print, face, all that looks good. Really the big issue here are the legs, which normally I wouldn't complain about getting a figure with dual molded legs. That is really deluxe detail for a LEGO minifigure. However, this is gonna sound weird, and I'm not very PG for my normally PG channel. It ain't skimpy enough. Her outfit in Jabba's palace and on the sail barge is a bikini. There's a reason they call it the golden bikini. She ain't wearing clothes. This makes it look like she is wearing a skirt that covers up to her knees. That ain't accurate. There should be a lot more skin exposed. And this is an 18 plus set. Ain't like this set is gonna be sold to children around the world. This set is for adults. I think LEGO can get away with that detail from a movie that is rated PG after all. LEGO, you really messed up this figure. It looks a lot worse than the version we saw back in the day. So that is a big letdown. Jabba himself looks to be pretty similar. I'm pretty sure it is a new mold, but nothing noticeably different from me. So I have no issues with Jabba. And if you don't have a Jabba, obviously a highly desirable character to get in LEGO form. So that is great. So overall, the figures, there's some good, there's some bad, there's some ugly, but I don't think they are noticeable improvements at all from the versions that are now over 10 years old. And that is kind of hindering me from wanting to actually get this set. Okay, let's talk about the build itself. Like I said, very handsomely made. I have to give credit where credit is due. I think the designer did a good job. The shaping is solid. It looks a lot like Jabba's sail barge. The size is not small by any means, but it doesn't feel huge. It doesn't feel epic to me. It just kind of feels like a slightly bigger version of the 2013 one. The interior, though, is probably the most expanded on thing here. It looks very stable, and it does look really detailed. I love Max Rebo's little setup for his pseudo piano. That looks great. The jail cell, the weapons rack, the kitchen, really good details in there that kind of remind me of like a modular building. That's very well put together. All of that is cool. I'm happy with all of those things going on. And then the roof section as well, the railing looks great. The gun for Leia, which is a fun detail from the movie, that looks great as well. The design is very, very solid. I don't love it. I don't think it's the greatest design ever. And if I'm being real with you, when comparing this to a lot of other LEGO Star Wars UCS sets around this price point, I think it is noticeably worse. This is a worse design than the Venator. This is a worse design than the Razor Crest. This is a worse design than the Gunship. It isn't up to snuff with those aforementioned sets. But on its own right, it is detailed. It has some nice stuff going on. I like the build quite a bit. So, we've now reached the segment of pretty much every LEGO reveal video at this point where I have to rant about the price. And look, I give LEGO a lot of benefit of the doubt when it comes to price. Inflation has run rampant here recently. Obviously, COVID slowed down a lot of production things. LEGO themselves are making big strides to be more environmentally friendly. They want to produce the highest quality of bricks. They do a great job designing their products. There are so many things that go into making a LEGO set. It is a premium product in a lot of ways, and they do charge premium prices. But sometimes these prices get so out of hand that it deters me from wanting to buy this set entirely. And I also made my ridiculously overpriced LEGO purchase of the year just a few weeks ago when I bought not one, but two of the Legend of Zelda Great Deku Tree set. That set by itself is very overpriced. I bought two of them. I dropped $600 on those sets, minus $100 in VIP rewards, but still, $500 I spent on those sets, and those were already crazy overpriced. So I'm not really dying to have another horribly overpriced LEGO purchase with this sale barge. And look, I'm about to tell you one thing. People tend to disagree with me on this, and that's fine. It's kind of a subjective thing, but I've mentioned this in other videos where I have what I call a LEGO value or a LEGO price eye test, where when I see a set, I basically just spit out the number I think it might cost based on the size and the minifigures included. And my eye test for this sale barge is about $350. That's it. It's $350. It doesn't look like it's any bigger than that to me. But that's actually the price that the Gunship cost when it first came out. It's now $400 after they did that price jump thing. And the Gunship is way, way bigger than this vehicle, at least from my eye test. So I'm not convinced that this is a very big build. If we get some size comparisons in the coming weeks, maybe I'll feel a little bit different. But right now, I'm sticking with $350 for the eye test. Now, obviously, the eye test is not 100% accurate because this set does have 3,900 pieces. So that would make it a really good price to part ratio if it were $350. There also are some new molds with this set. So those factors included, and I can see LEGO charging $400 for this set. But a penny more, I think, would be ridiculous. And I've seen people online pointing out this set is the same price as Rivendell from Lord of the Rings, which has more than 2,000 pieces more and has way more minifigures. It's the same price as the Avengers Tower from LEGO Marvel, which I still don't have. I don't have Avengers Tower. LEGO is expensive. I've been struggling to keep up with all the new LEGO releases. I need to get Avengers Tower at some point before it retires, and I think I have to prioritize that set over this, even though Return of the Jedi is a better movie than any Marvel movie, in my opinion, and it means more to me than the Avengers. I think I gotta get Avengers Tower before getting this set, just simply because the deals are not comparable whatsoever. Avengers Tower has over 5,000 pieces and includes 30 something minifigures. This set comes with 10 figures and one big fig and less than 4,000 pieces. It is a horrendous value. Nothing about this price makes any sense. Bar minimum, this set, in my opinion, is $100 overpriced. My eye test tells me it's $150 overpriced. This is one of the worst deals I have ever seen from a LEGO Star Wars set. So yeah, I'm just not really feeling this one whatsoever. And look, if the build was the greatest build I've ever seen in my entire life, maybe, just maybe, I would loosen up a little bit. But the build, in my opinion, is just very good. It's a very good build. I'm not sure it's a great build. The minifigures I already talked about being disappointing. So this whole experience for me is just not great. And I gotta say, I'm pretty underwhelmed with this set. Sorry for the little rant there, but please let me know your thoughts on this set in the comment section down below. I'm sure people are gonna flame me for being so upset with this one, but I am just not really feeling this set, y'all, and I don't think I will be purchasing it, if I'm being completely honest, especially not day one. Maybe if it goes on sale, like the Razor Crest, I'll get it eventually, but at this point in time, I don't think I'll be buying this set. But let me know your thoughts on the set in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for watching today's Breaking LEGO News video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out. God bless. Bye-bye.